we convene once more in Dirtmouth on this fine evening to once again take part in the journey of Hollow Knight. Right. I have a very packed itinerary for this episode. I want to completely finish the Crystal Peak. So, without hesitation and without any more waiting... Yeah. Without any more waiting, we're going to head straight over to the Crystal Peak. I don't believe there's a stag station there. So how did I get back? How the hell did I get back? No, there is... No, that's the resting... Right. I dropped down to the resting grounds, didn't I? So what I need to do is I need to head all the way back to the crossroads. And then from the crossroads, I'm going to go back basically the way I went. So, I know it's early, but we're going to use the powers of editing. Actually, maybe not. Maybe we'll keep it organic. Natural and organic. We'll spend some time together. How have you been? How is your day going? How has your week been? How is just everything? Tell me. I want to know. Myla's still kind of slightly infected, actually. I can see it in her eyes. Oh no. But regardless, we're here at the Crystal Peak. Can I make this jump here? I can. But there's nothing there. What if I... Okay, doesn't matter. We're here. Let's see. I don't have a map. And I remember this area being insanely loud, so let me just turn it down in my headphones. I might spend the geo here. It's only 50 geo, so I'm gonna spend that and open up like the main entrance to Crystal Peak. And this should take me back to the crossroads, which it does. Perfect. Yeah, I've been playing like V Rising. I just had that mood to create something. And I mean, I started the Gloomra update and I just hadn't finished it. So I say this a lot, but it's basically, you know, closing a chapter of your gaming life. And I needed to just revisit it. Because the way I work, and maybe other people work like this as well, is if you give me the game and I leave it for a while, I just won't have an incentive to pick it back up. But the minute I do pick it back up, I will hammer that game home until it's done. And I know that's a bit ironic, considering with this game, I'm kind of taking my time. But the general gist of it is that that's how I do things. I sort of like kind of lose my mojo for something, kind of feel like maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, and then you just forget about it. So, you know, it's just something I kind of wanted to finish off, but I just needed that first push to press play and actually get the game going again, because it's not only oh, I want to play the game again, it's that you have to kind of remember what to do, where you left off. Can you keep going? I'm a bit skeptical of this area, because didn't I come this way before? And that's what took me to the resting grounds. Oh, the parry. Perfect parry. God. I'm actually very, very lost without Cornifer. So, let's try and make something of ourselves here. It's dark and cold. No, this goes back to the resting grounds. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here for sure. So, we're gonna go... Not... Maybe this way. Where does this go? Oh no, that circles back around. Let's go down. Okay, this looks new. This has some sort of unfamiliarity. Yeah, this looks fairly new. So let's just keep pushing. I haven't even healed. Holy moly, I'm tempting fate. But we're all good. This way? Okay, definitely new. Definitely new. No, not new. Not new at all. Where am I going? Where is the next? Let's try this way. Let's try this way. So this will take us up where we were before. So we're not gonna bother fighting. We're just gonna kind of speed through. Okay, this looks promising. Yeah, okay, actually, yeah, really promising. Yeah, okay, yeah. This is familiar. This is very familiar. I do remember these Cyclops-like beings of laser death. Okay. And we got some essence. How? I don't know, but we did. And I see the map piece, so that means Cornfur is nearby, and we should have enough geo for it. Ay. Oof. Ooh. That was difficult. Okay, we're here. Hello. I've arrived. Come to scale the mountain? I've heard tale of a summit way up there. Too far for me though, and I'm not really one for heights. Purchase a map of the area for 112 geo. Yes, I will. These prices are getting quite expensive though. I jabbed myself on one of those crystals back there. Awful sharp they are and all over the place. You best watch yourself if you're heading up. Okay, so there's actually a level of unfamiliarity now, so that means we are heading in the right direction. So let's go this way. And a bench. A wonderful bench. Oh no. Oh no, hold on. I remember this. I remember this part. Do I have the courage to do this now? Yeah, alright. Alright, why not? Let's head this way though. Let's just see if there's something we can do. That's a shortcut, and where does that go? Where does that lead? Does that lead anywhere? I don't know. Does it? Does it go anywhere? Hiya! I got Schmeckeldorfed. Okay, well I don't have to worry about losing my shade now. So I can... I just got very, very sidetracked with where everything goes. And I'm still getting sidetracked. Well, I wonder what these crystals are used for. What's the purpose? Are they energy? Is it fuel? But then fuel for what? Energy for what? Everything seems very organic in this sort of ecosystem. I mean, except for, you know, that. But I'm assuming that even that's organic. I'm assuming that's just refracted light. It's not really, you know, Cyclops powers from X-Men. It's... Ooh, this is new. This reminds me of, there's a section in Prince of Persia, The Two Thrones, where you have to kind of go through something like this. And it's just giving me a lot of vibes for that. Okay. Oh, wait, I kind of goofed. There we go. Just had to play it a little bit close to the chest. Right, that's still locked. And what's down here? Is this a way forward? No, that's where my shade is, actually. Ay. Okay, never mind. It was only about 100 geo. That's fine. I can afford to lose 100 geo. I think. Can I? Do I have to do this boss first? And then that's how I... Okay, do you know what? I believe in myself. Let's do the boss. Wake up. Damn it. He's shooting laser beams. Ah, shit. Alright. Decent. We have the bench now. That's the main thing. We have the bench. I used to have so much trouble with this guy the first time I did it. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I just had so many things to micromanage. But my god, I genuinely hated the Crystal Guardian for the longest time. Completely unwarranted, but hate is hate regardless of how you feel about it. Just something about maybe I just had a hard time when it came to things that required you to have multiple points of vision. Like, because you know you have to watch out for the beams coming from the sky, then you have to watch out for his jumping, then you have to watch out for his beam that he himself will do. So maybe it was just a combination of all those things that just... Oh, it's Quirrell!
Nah, me no bis.
Ah, quite a view now. I'm not surprised you survived the trek through these shimmering caverns. There's an air of strength about you. I suspect it would be quite intimidating if not for your small stature. Hey, I'm not small. I'm just... I'm going through stuff, okay? I'll get bigger. I'm drinking my milk. I'm eating my vitamins. I'm good.
Nah, me no bis.
Did it sadden you to see those miners below, still laboring at their endless task? Even overcome, strong purpose has been imprinted upon their husks. The crystal ore is said to contain a sort of energy, not as powerful as the soul the city dwellers harnessed, but far less lethal. Strange to know such ancient facts. I wonder from where my knowledge comes. Stay frosty, Quirrell. Stay frosty. Yeah, kind of an unfamiliar territory right now. Still confused about where I'm going, what I'm doing. I know the rough goal that I'm here for, but I don't see. It's the same thing with the Royal Waterways and Deep Nest. There is an idea of what I'm doing, but there's not really an understanding, purely because sometimes these areas give me such hassle that, you know, I don't want to spend a lot of time in them. Like Deep Nest, I think ultimately there's nothing wrong with Deep Nest. I think the biggest issue I have with Deep Nest is just it's so loud and everything is trying to kill you. And if you don't know what you're doing, you know, it can be quite the ordeal just because you don't really have a second to think. I was definitely courting death on that one. I thought I had it, and it turns out I might have just been a centimeter or a millimeter away from having that completely wrong. So I'm just glad it worked out the right way. I'm glad it worked out in my favor. I believe this is actually the main striking point of Crystal Peak. This is like the main reason why you're here. So we're gonna do some hardcore parkour. And yeah, so I'm gonna have to come back this way anyway. So let's do that. Go through the assembly line. But at least Quirrell actually did kind of allude to what the crystals were for. Now, I can't really remember what he said off the top of my head right now, because I'm kind of like trying to multitask. But, you know, when I go back over the video in editing, I will be able to rectify that by, you know, knowing what the actual purpose. Oh, I believe that it's a replacement for soul, isn't it? That's what the crystal is. It's a replacement for soul. Stay in the middle. Oh yeah, that one was risky. And we get some more soul here, just to heal up. Very convenient. Now we still have further to go, but not that way. It's this way. Oh yeah, we're here. What are those bugs? Those bugs look cool. And they're so big as well. What are they? I'm very fascinated by just the different types of bugs you have. And how they relate to the different powers. And stuff like that. Like you have the moth cape. Like that. You know, moth, flight, moth, agile, you know. It makes sense. It's contextualized. It's cohesive. I'm beating around the bush, but anyway, we have the crystal heart, and this ability, basically, yeah, it's a super dash. So you hold your dash, and you're basically able to. I wouldn't say fly. It's like flying, but I would say you more likely kind of just fling yourself. Because I think that's how the ability kind of works in principle. Flying kind of assumes you have control over it, but you don't. Essentially, you just keep going until you hit something. And it's the same thing here. You activate the ability, and you will keep going until you hit something. But it's also a very versatile ability. We'll see that later on, but it is a very versatile ability. Oh, that was silly mistakes. Come on. Down here. There we go. Back home where you belong. What's this? Shock. Oh! Didn't even realize that's where it was. Ah, oh, jeez. Okay. Okay, so that's very useful actually. So that's gonna open up Sly's inventory quite a bit. It's one of those things where certain items will facilitate changes. I like that. It's the sign of a developing world. That's kind of the main point. And I like that. I do like that a lot. I like it when the world feels alive. Oh, but I don't think I can get up to the peak yet. I think I need a double jump. Okay. No matter. So where are we? Holy moly, that was actually quite sneaky and respectable. If you could play an angle like that, you know, you deserve the hit. So now we can activate our new crystal dash ability. So yeah, I've got no control over that. I'm just letting go of the entire thing. And then as soon as I hit the wall, I start to regain control again. So you have to be very careful that you don't leave yourself in a bit of a sticky situation. Other than that, you know, it's a fairly fun ability. And you can also use it on walls. It's a bit cheeky how they don't tell you that. Ooh, wait, isn't there something down here that I could definitely use? Oh yeah, grub. I'm gonna kind of kite behind this. There we go. And then heal up. Just, can I bait you in? I can. Come on. One. There we go. Exactly how I planned it. Get some more geo that we're going to use on Sly's shop now that we have his shopkeeper key. And there's a grub. You're not a grub. Jeez, you are not a grub. Dangerous. An absolute danger to society. Is that the actual grub? There you are. You're not going to transform. Yeah, okay, you're the actual grub. Among Us. You are of a suspicious breed. I think that's it down here. That was it, right? Just that little bit. Yeah. So I think that's just to introduce the idea that now there's imposter grubs, and they're not going to be very friendly. Ooh. Yeah, I think you can cancel the dash. So especially here, you should cancel the dash. Otherwise, I think you might end up like going the entire way. Like, if I just, like, I know I did. Actually, yeah. What I'll do is I'll go down to Dirtmouth first, and then I'll show what I meant before. Eh? Another wielding a weapon. I suppose you'll be leaving many a corpse in your wake. If you won't spare thought for the dead, at least consider all the extra work you force upon those in my profession. Do as you will, little wanderer. Cut a path towards your goal. I shouldn't complain. It's your kind that keeps folks like me in business. He's a grave digger. What if I use a dream nail on him? How do I use the dream nail again? How do I, there we go. Ah, I absorbed his essence. Ooh. Okay. Is Bretta in her room? She is. Hello. Ah, God, here we go again. Fanfiction time. The White Savior returns. Long had they remained apart, and the village, once so warm, now grew cold. The maiden felt the well of grief. It gripped fierce about her lonely shell, and suddenly, as though her tragic state was sensed, the Savior returned, standing tall, glowing bright. Below shining horns, eyes welled black, glistening. Eyes only for the maiden long missed, long desired. Her savior leaned close, sat beside, perfectly composed. In that charged, breathless moment, not a word needed be spoken. The maiden's shell felt suddenly tight. Her claws curled. No glance was shared, no claws touched. Just perfect, aching love shared in silence. Together. White Wanderer, don't be shy. Cold outside. Bed is soft. Oh, Bretta. Talk to the elder, because maybe there was development. A young couple's just recently taken up residence in the house, beside the station. Seems they're running a map shop, which may excite adventurous types like yourself. She's a tall bug, the wife. I told them to take a larger house, especially given they're all empty. But they liked the look of that one. The way she has to bend just to get to the door. I wouldn't put up with it myself. Hello, Jill.
Oh, Papa.
What do you have there? Why, that's the key to my storeroom. I thought I'd lost it for good. Did you find it in those old mines, perhaps? Very curious. I've no idea how it ended up in such a remote place. Very honest of you to return it to me, yes. Very kind, and now that I can open my old storeroom up, I can sell you some of the rare stock that's been gathering dust in there. These items may be a little time-worn, but they still retain their full market value. Very precious stuff. Take a look.
Patwas, Gio.
Patwa, Gio. Ah, the elegant key. Okay. Yeah. Alright, damn, I don't have enough Geo for this stuff. I think I'll buy this. Just because it's been on my agenda for a bit. Yeah, so it is 4 shards. 4 shards make up a life mask. I might as well finish that one off then. Get myself a full mask. And then I want to save up for the elegant key. So 800. Might have to go visit that bug in the City of Tears. Okay, well now let me show what I was going to do before. So if we get rid of this, so what I was saying is this thing doesn't stop. So if we just dash across, we're completely flying over Dirtmouth right now, or, you know, soaring, and now we're heading back to the tutorial area. And you don't stop until you reach something to stop you. Okay. I don't know why I did that. Actually, maybe we can go to the cliffs, is what I'm trying to say. Because I don't think you need anything other than... Yeah, I don't think you need anything other than the Mantis Claw. All the way back to where we started. Haha! Yeah, there we go. I had a feeling it was somewhere there. There we go. And then a little bit of shimmy there, a little bit of shimmy there, and we should be up into the Howling Cliffs. Or at least, yeah. So this is essentially, if you can remember that far back in the first episode, when the knight actually is looking over a cliff to see Dirtmouth, this is where you start, and he jumps, or it jumps off and then lands in the King's Pass. But this is where you jump off from. I actually thought it was a really nice spot. The fact that, you know, it's a callback to the first area, because you usually view first areas as a tutorial area. You don't really consider it a part of the game. That's usually how tutorial areas work. They're supposed to be just this very dead end, very desolate, very uneventful area. I am Gorb. Bow. Bow, 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 bow to Gorb. The great mind, I am Gorb. Ascend with Gorb. I don't want to challenge no one yet. I'm exploring. Ouch. Yeah. So, yeah, it was kind of cool how there are a few secrets where you actually have a callback to the tutorial area, and you know, you actually unlock a brand new area because of it. Oh yeah, it's a Nail Master Mato. Hmm? Ah, well met. Yes, I thought I could sense the aura of a fierce warrior approaching. I'm impressed you found my sanctuary here at the top of the world. No doubt you've endured many trials and overcome many foes in your quest to find me. No, don't speak a word. I, Nail Master Mato, who was taught the art of the nail by the great nail sage himself, hereby accept you as my pupil. Let us begin the lesson immediately. Okay. Shing! I've mastered the Cyclone Slash. While holding up or down to perform it. Okay. Your form. Exquisite. Now I know how my own master felt when he passed down his teachings to us. I hope you don't think me too forward when I say that I consider you to be my child. Yes, when I saw you perform my nail art, I felt a bond between us suddenly flash into existence. You honor me beyond words, my pupil. Thank you.
Bam. Finner. Bam. Finner.
My brother, Sheo, how fare you in that green kingdom of thorns you call home? I think of you every time I raise my nail. Do you ever close your eyes and remember the time we spent together with Oro and our master? I like to think you do.
Bam. Finner.
Can I bow back? Is there like a...
Finner.
Is there like a... Okay. That's my bow. That's my bow. So the Cyclone Slash. Like that. Nice. And we have a little bench here. And we found out from that little bit of dialogue from the Dream Nail that one of the other Nail Masters is in Greenpath. So I think we could actually go do that. Maybe, if we have time at the end. For now, I'm gonna have a little looky around here. This is kind of interesting though. Very interesting, because this area generally has nothing to do with Hallownest. It's not touched by bugs. Anything that's here is completely organic. I guess you would consider it more like a it's a forest, if you compare it to a city in a forest. You know, nobody lives there. It's very, very uninhabited except for the adventurous explorers and the cartographers. Enjoying the bracing air? We're quite close to Hallownest's borders and these desolate plains that surround it. In this direction, I'm about as far as I'm willing to go, though it's been a pleasant change from the tight confines of the caverns. I've drawn out a small map for the area. It's a simple one and more for completion, really. Not knowing the full extent of a region can be quite frustrating. I have just enough, funnily enough, yeah. I chanced upon a strange bug atop these cliffs. His house isn't far from here. A very imposing figure he was, and no doubt lethal with a nail. I suspect you two might share more in common than him and I. I've already met him, Cornifer. Lovely fellow. I'm his son. Okay. Seems to be very basic enemies. What's there? Can I not? Nope. It actually looks like I can't do nothing. Okay. So we'll put a little bookmark in that. Whoa. They're coming out of nowhere. Where are they coming from? Luckily, they're very weak though. It's all one-shot enemies. I can kind of schmooze through. I have to keep my guard up in case they swarm me like they just did there. I also need to find the Colosseum as well. I get lost with that place, but it would be very useful to find it. And that leads. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That's what that was. That's the shortcut back, isn't it? But for now, let's go through here, because this looks quite interesting. Actually, let's get the shortcut. I think it's the smart move. Yeah, because we could just come back up here like that. Yeah, okay. So what's over here? I hope it's not a boss fight. Ooh, this looks all very, very pretty. This actually looks really, really cool. What is this? Joni's blessing. Are you Joni? That's awesome. This is actually a really nice area. I really like this. It's simple, like it's so simple, it's nothing complex, it's just two very clashing colours, like a light colour, a dark colour, a bit of flora, but it just, it strikes you for some reason. I think now that we've got the crystal dash, we can actually go down to the ancient basin and finish that off. Because this was the only thing left to get. This was the item, this was the main, you know, item that was stopping us from progressing. So now that we have that, we can actually move forward and have some actual development in the progression. Yeah, actual progression. So yeah, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, have a great morning, evening, and night. And I'll see you in the next one.